Okay, so I'm a little too shy to do this now. Maybe we should just cancel. maybe. maybe. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Hi. Yahoo. There's your daily Yahoo. I think I neglected to say it earlier. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy. And now I'm so tired. Oh my gosh, there was so much energy building up to it, and then the moment it was done, it sunk in. It's sinking in rapidly. I'm so happy. When that was my first original song, Home. I don't even know what to say about it. There are so many things that I could say about it, but I don't even know where to start. Okay, hold on. Let's start with a pinned comment. Let's keep this pretty, keep this cute, you know? Okay, hold on. First original out now. Oh wait, you know, I should probably put that in the description too, did I? Oh, I did already. Yeah, okay. Awesome. Where? I'm getting sweet messages from people. Wasn't a okay, hold on. We'll do Q&A. We'll do Q&A in a moment. Can I have both a pinned comment and a Q&A box? Can I do both a pinned comment and a Q&A box? Does it work if I do that? Actually, wait. Maybe I could put the link in the Q&A. Maybe that's how we could do it. I released... Ask me... Or no. You know what? We won't do a Q&A box. We'll do... I'll just address and answer questions as we go. Oh my gosh. But first off, most importantly, we have something very important that we have to cover first, okay? Before we talk about the song and get into everything. Very important thing I have to cover, okay? Super important. I gotta address another elephant. How have you been lately? Have you been having a good time? I hope that you haven't been too stressed out. This can be a very stressful time of year for a lot of people, students, people, people with jobs. How have you been? You've been great? Crying? Oh, don't cry. If you cry, I'll cry. I actually did. That's why I had to run a loading screen. I was actually going to just go straight back into stream, but I needed a minute to collect myself. I hope you've been well. Thank you for hanging out with me lately. Thank you for coming out today as well. I was really nervous to do karaoke again for the first time in a while because I got really sick a couple months ago and I've been struggling to get my voice back since then. And even now, I'm super congested. You could probably hear the mucus in my nose as I sung. And I still did everything I could to clear it up beforehand, so... I'm just kind of cooked in general. But I really had fun, and I've really, really missed it. I've missed doing karaoke so bad. So, I hope you could enjoy it half as much as I did. Okay, no, I can't dance around it anymore. We have to talk about the song, don't we? The elephant in the room. We have to address him. He's been standing there waiting for me to address him this whole time. Oh my gosh. The first thing I should say is I should extend the warmest and dearest and sincerest thank you to Tef. I'm not sure if you are familiar with this producer, but he's very dear to me. He's very awesome, and he makes really, really good music. And I'm so, so, so happy and honored that we were able to make something so beautiful together. And yes, I must, I gotta extend my sincerest thank you to Tef. If you could go and support him on his socials, show him love on his other works as well, that would mean a lot to me. He worked really, really hard through... I mentioned that like the entire universe was conspiring to prevent this song from happening, right? And it wasn't just on my end, it was on his end too. It was a nightmare trying to make this happen alongside every complication that was showing up and getting in the way. It was miserable. And he fought so hard with and for me, and that meant a lot to me. I feel like with all the complications that were coming up, a lot of people in his position would have canceled the project or would have suggested that I go to somebody else. So I'm very, very happy and very, very thankful that he was just as unwilling to give up as I was. So yeah, so warm thank you to Tef for all your hard work on this song. I did actually ask him as well. Naturally, I cannot have people on today, and I don't think he'd be available anyway, but I did get a message from him to read out. I asked if he wanted anything to be said on his behalf, because, you know, every single person involved was very, very important to this song happening. From me working on it to every NIJISANJI EN talent recording backing vocals, every single person was important. But I will say that more than half of this song is Tef and his work, so I wanted to see if he had anything he wanted to say to you. He sent me this to say on his behalf. He says, quote, "These days, when the days fly by and things don't always go my way, I'm someone who can really easily feel that I'm falling behind. Home is a much needed reminder for someone like me. During times like that, if we bring our best selves and take things one day at a time, we can trust that we'll be all right and we'll always be able to find our way home, whatever that may look like. The world will wait for us." Now everybody cry. I hold up like a white card, a white cue card that says cry in all caps, black font. Where? Yeah, one more humongous thank you to Tef. Thank you for working so hard to bring my vision to life, and thank you for being so kind as to render so many retakes and to take all of my revisions, and for saying such nice things about my lyrics as well, and for taking all my ideas for the melody as well. I appreciated it so much. Thank you so much for all your hard work. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that is the first thing I have to address before anything else. The song would not exist without his work. So once again, if you could show him some support on social media, maybe give his own like solo works a chance as well. He really makes beautiful, beautiful stuff alongside, I imagine, a bunch of other stuff separate from music. So it means a lot that he was willing to take this on. I had a vision and I trusted one person to accomplish it. So I'm very, very thankful. Where do we go next? You know, I could just go straight down the line. Thank you to Marku. I think you go by Marcus as well. Thank you to Marcus for your hard work on the mix/master. Thank you for bleeding to get it done so quickly. I know it was so last second. Everything got in the way of everything being done on my original schedule, and you were so patient with me, and that meant so much to me, so thank you so much. Thank you for fixing everything and making it so beautiful and doing it so quickly. It was so awesome. Oh my gosh. Thank you to Haruma-sama as well for the beautiful illustration work. I first discovered you because you did work for a cover I was in of Lilac for Nengai Gaoka, Team Nengai Gaoka for the Nijisanji Koshien this last summer. I was so inspired by the illustrations that you did, and I knew the moment I saw them that I wanted to grab you for this. So thank you for taking on this work and for making such beautiful illustrations. Thank you so much for all your hard work. And likewise, thank you for doing it so quickly as well. It really saved me. Thank you. And then, of course, we have the movie, the music video. This credit goes to the one and only V. Claylian, otherwise known as Clay. Thank you, Clay, for all your hard work and for being so receptive to all my silly ideas and for injecting so much of yourself into it as well. You have such a distinct and charming style that I love so much, and it meant so much to me that you were willing to take this on, also on such a crunch. You may get a pattern in my thank yous that everybody was put under a serious rush to get this done, and I think everybody shines so much, and I'm so thankful. It's truly more than I feel like I deserved, so thank you so much for all your hard work as well, Clay. Thank you for bringing this to life and giving it such a beautiful visual to accompanying it, to accompany the sound. I really am in love with it. Thank you so much. Please show some love to all of the other members of the team. And a final thank you to the members of NIJISANJI EN who agreed to record backing vocals for it. It meant a lot to me that I could have anybody involved from NIJISANJI, because in part it was meant to be a love letter to NIJISANJI. I wanted to extend my gratitude to this place and to these people for showing me so much kindness and making me feel so much at home. And in truth, when I sent out the message saying that I was looking for backing vocalists for a project, I guess I should have had a different expectation because everybody's just so nice, right? But I was just like, I know nobody's gonna reach out. I feel like I'm gonna get maybe 3 people and I'm gonna have to record the rest myself. I did not expect so many people to reach out and to be so enthusiastic about it. And even aside from those that were included in the video, there were several others who reached out and tried, but just weren't able to fit it into their schedule. I appreciate them as well, just for taking interest. So thank you to them as well for recording it for me. It made me really, really happy to have you involved. It meant a lot to me. I hope that you could enjoy the final product. I realized that I've been very secretive about it. You haven't actually seen it, have you? Till now. Oh my gosh, but yes, thank you again. And I think that covers those involved with the video. My last thank you once again should be to you for all your support, for keeping me going, and for giving me a place that I can be comfortable, a place that I can be myself, and for always being so supportive of my passions and of my interests. You've brought me so much joy in such a short time. I feel like I've already been here 10 lifetimes, even though it's only been 9 months, and I can't help but look forward to everything that comes next. So thank you for everything as well. Even if you did not contribute to this production directly, it would not exist without you. So thank you again. Ugh. And now we cry. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it meant so much to me. It was always a dream of mine to produce songs like this and to produce something of my own in general. To have something of my own like this. And the fact that I could do it so soon. You know, I didn't expect that I'd be able to do it for a few years. The fact that I could do it so soon made me really, really, really happy. I've been riding that high for the last 3 months, and I haven't been able to tell you about it. So instead of telling you about it, I've been dropping little sneaky comments about it for the last month or 2 instead. Yeah, I achieved one of my goals. One of the goals I established on debut was to release original music. And I just released an original song. Well, release in air quotes. It's not available commercially yet. And by commercially, I mean like Spotify and Apple Music, but it will be eventually. I'm not sure exactly how long it takes. My understanding is that this process can be a bit longer when it's your first time, because not only do you have to set up the song, you also have to set up like the artist profile and everything, and that can be a complicated process. But it is moving. So if you want to listen to it on Spotify, you can listen to it on Spotify eventually, or like whatever streaming service you prefer. Yeah, it should be available. I expect probably, this is not a guarantee. So if this time comes and it's not up, do not be sad or disappointed. But I estimate somewhere between the end of this month and the middle of next month is probably around the time, just based on the way it will go. But yeah, thank you so much. Thank you again. Oh my God, Senna, what are you doing here? Get out. You're gonna make me cry. Sable! Oh my god. Hi. Good morning. Good morning. I'm so loved. I just want to sit down and cry. I don't want to talk about the song. I just want to feel about the song. Do you know what I mean? Oh my gosh. Thank you for waking up early to watch the premiere, Sable. That made me really happy. I'm glad that you could be there. Yeah, I know you are allergic to waking up before noon, so I know this must have been really serious for you. Are you gonna go back to bed? I hope you get some good rest if you do. Good luck today. Do your best. You always make me so proud. All right, let's get into dissecting the song, shall we? We're gonna talk about the lyrics, maybe. I wrote the lyrics all by myself. I took no feedback. I got no ideas. It's entirely mine, and I was very strict about that. There were a couple moments where I could have gotten advice, where I was stumped. I struggled a bit at a few spots, but it was very, very important to me that for my first one that I wrote all of the words. And I did some of the melody, but not most of it. Most of it came from Tef. But yeah, I wrote the lyrics myself, and I was very intentional. So I'm gonna give you the Genius lyrics breakdown. The Genius lyrics breakdown. The first verse, we talk about my past, my tragic, brooding backstory, my gloomy grayscale memories that you see from time to time on a very rare, infrequent basis. Yeah, so the first lines are about my experiences in the modeling industry, my time before NIJISANJI. It was a very fun time. There were parts of it that I really enjoyed, especially the earlier parts of my career as a model. But near the middle through to the end, it became an experience that I really resented. And I felt very stuck in it because it was, to tell you the truth, I felt like it was the only thing that I could do. I felt like I wasn't worthy of anything else. And it was pretty much the grandest thing that I had access to where I lived. So I was stuck in that for a while, even though I didn't really like it. And that's what the first verse talks about. It talks about feeling hopeless and feeling stuck. But eventually, you take that first step out, right? Nothing ventured, nothing gained, as they say. The past cannot be negotiated, but the future is yours to mold and shape however you like. So, that's something I've believed for a while. Have the lyrics on the screen? Maybe. Hold on. Let me see. I think I might have something I could use for that. Give me a sec. I think I have this one. Okay. So. Whoa, where are you? It's so small. Okay. I'll put it over here. Or no. Oh, I don't know where to put it. There's not a good place for it. Maybe it should just be small. You can have it up here in the corner where you can't read it. I'll make it so tiny. I don't know where to put it. All right. So yes, this verse is about my experiences in the modeling industry. I wanted to touch on minimize. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can do that. I can do that really easy. Good idea. You're so clever. Okay, watch this. I think I can do it like, you can share. Boom. You can share. So, yes, this is about my experiences in the modeling industry. Seen it, lived it, loved it. Moving on. We kind of continue that idea of like, oh, there's hope. I'm now optimistic because I'm stepping away from this bad place. But then everything comes to a screeching halt, and now it sucks. How can I get out of this? This sucks really bad. There's like no hope for me. Everything's terrible. I'm not gonna make it out of this. But I'm still gonna be optimistic. Is pretty much the vibe. I'm still gonna keep my head up high. I just need to take some time. You know, if everything's really rough, really busy, the first moment that I have to myself, I just need to rest. I just need to think about it, process it, so that I can move forward. It's gonna be okay. And I'm gonna tell you just why. I'm gonna tell you just why. This lyric here, happy ever after, without laughter never mattered or changed a thing. This was the beginning of the entire song. It's the first thing I wrote, and it came to me instantly when I heard the first demo of this. I mentioned that we started officially in April, but in truth, this song was pitched to me as a demo a long time before. A very long time before. And the moment I heard the demo, I knew that that was the lyric I wanted there. And so the entire song was built around that foundation of those two lines in a row. Just those two lines. They came to me instantly, like a flash from the future. I saw it as a vision. As long as you believe it, you know you'll see it. You can build a radiant dream. I think that, to kind of dissect that part, it is a very common belief that you're supposed to be born with a purpose. A lot of people, when they do not have a purpose, automatically they feel directionless and bad. They feel like they've done a bad job because they don't know where they want to go or what they want to do. But I do not think dreams are given to you. I think you make them yourself. I think you make your own purpose in this life. I think you have to have your own vision, and you have to work for your own vision. And if you don't have one, that is okay. And I personally think it's a good thing. I think if you do not have any dreams and any goals, that's just fine, because that means you've got the entire world of things to choose from. That is like the most beautiful, clean slate you can have to paint over. And that's the idea of the chorus. The entire idea is that it's okay if you don't have a purpose. It's okay if you don't know where you want to go. If you just hold out and wait and give your best effort in most things, you will find something that brings you joy. That is my life philosophy. And that's what I wanted to communicate with the chorus. Pretty much the entire thing. The final line, smiling because I finally found a star to follow me home, is a reference because I think I told you the day we met, I wanted to be something like Polaris for you. I wanted to become a guiding star type figure so that you would never feel lost. Even if I was also lost, we could just both be lost, and that's also fine. In time, I found that you are very much like that for me. Anytime that I am feeling nervous and unsure of where I want to go or what I want to do, I find a lot of comfort thinking about the idea that, you know, even if I make a big mistake, or even if I really need to rest after something, even if I have no idea where I want to go or what I want to do, you will still show me kindness. Your kindness has been so consistent and unconditional, and it means very, very much to me. And so as I find myself in this new place as a liver here in NIJISANJI En, I feel that I have found like a home, a place to stay long term. And I do feel that you are kind of guiding me along this journey that I'm taking here. That's the idea. It's really corny. It's so corny, but that's how I feel. Second verse. You don't want to run out of time. Carbon copy life comes a dozen a dime, but we're gonna fly. You'd better aim for a higher target. Just take my hand. We're heading for the sky. There are a couple of things to mention about this. You may have noticed that I have the repetition motif in the verses for the first line of each one. I gotta run away. You don't want to run out of time. Fun Kaelix lore, fun fact about me. I think I've shared it a couple times, and it's even resurfaced a couple times. Sometimes when I'm nervous, I have this stutter that shows up. I've always had a habit of stuttering when I'm nervous. It just happens. I can stammer and stutter a little bit when I don't know exactly how I want to formulate my thoughts, and when I'm stressed and when I'm nervous. So for these lyrics that are about times of stress, I thought it would be kind of like a very corny for sure, but it would be a nod to that, a subtle nod to that, to have words repeat in a thought that is scared or distressed. This one flips it around though. Rather than talking about myself, it's like you don't want to run out of time and you feel like your life is just going to be copy paste, cookie cutter like everybody else's. Super cheap to live a very boring, basic life of doing nothing. But we aspire to greater things. We aspire to smiling and having fun. And also having bad times, and that's okay too. Those are necessary, I guess, but you know, we aspire to living a life that we're proud of. It doesn't actually matter what you do. What matters is the outlook. And it's not very healthy to walk around feeling like you're constantly running out of time. Our time is finite here on Earth. But if you spend all your time sitting around thinking about how much little of it you have left, you're not really going to enjoy any of it. The best way to enjoy it is to think, I have so much time, you know? I've got so much time to play with and so many things that I could do. That's how you enjoy it, I think. That's what works for me. Easier said than done. All these things are easy said, but not so easy done. But that's the idea here, is that rather than aspiring to do impressive things, you know, you don't have to be an accomplished surgeon or a superstar or anything like that to live a life that you're proud of. It's all about the mindset. We're heading for the sky. And that's also, there's a couple things to mention about that line. First thing, just take my hand, we're heading for the sky. First thing to mention is that is a form of lyric painting. This is a musical device called lyric painting. Are you familiar with what that is? If you're not familiar with the term lyric painting, this is a term that describes when the words in a song relate to the way that the melody is structured. So because the lyric is just take my hand, we're heading for the sky, the melody gradually goes up. Like you're actually heading up for the sky with the melody there. That was one of my ideas. Very proud of that one. Second thing to mention is that that is a reference to one of my lines in By the Beat's debut original song, Satellite. In the final chorus, there's a lyric I go, take my hand and follow us up to the sky. It's a reference to that lyric and to that line. So it's kind of like a full circle moment. Yeah. And then, take a look, you'll find that there's a light to conquer the darkest night. You gotta fight till tomorrow, but I'll be your guide. So this one is all about how even if you feel hopeless, if you just open your eyes, take a moment and look around, you know, take in what there is, everything this world has to offer, really sit and appreciate that, you'll find something that will make you feel safe eventually, even if it takes time. And sometimes it will take time. It usually will. It can take months, it can take years to find that for yourself, but it's out there somewhere. You just gotta hold out until the day that you find it. Yeah, that's the idea here. And then we get to the second pre-chorus. In any role, in any cast, the script may lead to a faded past. So, when I was at my worst, there were a lot of times where I felt like the best way I could use it, and I described it this way to others before. It's a reference to an idea that I shared in the past with others. I felt like the entire world was a stage play, and everybody else had scripts and rehearsals, but I didn't. I felt like everybody knew exactly what they were doing and how they should behave and what they should do and what they should say. They all had these perfected scripts and all the time in the world to practice, and I felt like I was not given the same thing. I was not given the same experience, is what I felt at the time. I had a very pessimistic outlook when I was younger of just like not being as good as everybody else or as worth it. So I tried to parallel that same idea of relating life to a stage play, referring to words like roles and casts and scripts. And you know, just like with the rest of the song, the moment I present a negative idea, I gotta punch it down into nothing, punch it into the ground with my fist, and then stomp on it and spit on it for good measure. Because there's still hope, and hope lasts just about as long as you need it to, and as long as you want it to. You are the one that decides how long you can hold out hope. And you can always choose to have hope again if you've lost it. It can be so hard. It is one of the hardest things in the world to have hope sometimes, but I sincerely believe that everybody can have it. In times of pain, in times of doubt. There's still a rainbow to lean on. Just look around. This is a reference to NIJISANJI. We are the Rainbow Clock Company, as you may know. Because Niji, rainbow. Yeah. Fate is waiting inside to rise in a shout. Let it out. So the idea here, reaffirming the same thing I said earlier, right? I don't believe in fate in the traditional sense. I think fate is something that you create for yourself. I think you decide and sculpt your own destiny. Sometimes life does not give you the same tools to sculpt your own fate as other people. It can be 10 times as hard for one person compared to somebody else. But I still think that it is in your power to sculpt your own life and to, you know, build a life that you want and that you're proud of. So that's the idea here. And then let it out, you know. Sometimes you just need to yell. That's all. Sometimes you just need to feel a little heavy and just scream and cry and kick and whine and mope. And then you can feel better after. This brings us to the bridge. When your beating heart's a wreck, it's so easy to forget it's not over yet. Another day awaits and it's calling us. Try it again. We haven't seen the end. There's so much to mention about this one. Firstly, the first two lines are direct references to two specific waves of NIJISANJI EN. The first line, when your beating heart's a wreck, is a reference to my wave, wave 11, the most recent wave, by the beat. We have a heartbeat motif. And so I thought that would be a good enough line to represent us in the bridge. It's so easy to forget is actually a lyric reference taken from Diamond City Lights, the very first NIJISANJI debut original for NIJISANJI EN of the very first wave, Lazulite. So the idea here is kind of like a present to past parallel. And then it's not over yet. You know, we're still kicking. This next part, another day awaits and it's calling us. Try it again. We haven't seen the end. I've tried to make a point to hammer certain letters into your mind as far as Morse code goes. I love to teach you Morse code sometimes. So when I was writing the lyrics, I thought it'd be kind of cute to include a Morse code rhythm lyric. So the lyric, try it again. We haven't seen the end. If you sing it the right way, it sounds like dit 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 dot 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 dit. It spells out the word home. So the completed lyric there, I know it says try it again, we haven't seen the end, but the full lyric is actually another day awaits and it's calling us home is the lyric there. Yeah. I know, I'm so different. I'm so cool for that. I felt so sexy when I put that on the page. I was like, oh, they're gonna love this. Yeah, that's the idea there. That's the idea there. It's Morse code. You don't see Morse code very often in vocal melodies. You hear it in music sometimes. People will put it in the instrumental as like an actual tone. But yeah, the whole idea there, it's that. Yeah, that's the rhythm there. I made a point to teach you those letters and to make sure it was fresh in your mind. I also wrote it in the dirt in Tiny Glade, and I also made sure to use it in a pop quiz in the most recent Morse code teaching session so that you'd stand a greater chance of catching it on your own. I also snuck it into the fake thumbnail from when it was still an unaddressed elephant. Yeah, I've been trying to subliminally coach you into catching that reference. And then we got the rest of the bridge. It gets really emo here. Whoa. It's like peak emo vibes. Misery, sadness, gloom, doom. When your silver lining isn't shining and your life's gone and fallen apart. Oh wait, this is part of the chorus. Okay, hold on. Yeah, we can just get into the chorus too. Hold on, let me actually... We can make it smaller. Whoa. That's a lot of lyrics, isn't it? Yeah, okay, never mind. We can do this. So, when your silver lining isn't shining, silver linings are kind of like, you know, a little glimmer of hope when you're feeling terrible. Oh, hi, Ren. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming. Thank you for checking it out. And thank you for letting me sing your song. It's so hard. I don't know how you do those parts, like the really high parts in the post-chorus at the end. You're so different. You're built so different. It's not fair. I want to be you when I grow up. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for always being so nice and awesome. But yeah, the idea for this lyric is that, you know, sometimes you hold out hope and the world punishes you for it. The world makes you feel like you shouldn't have hope. But, you know, even when everything feels like it's over, just like in a video game, most of the time, life will still allow you to start over, right? You can just kind of have a clean slate. So, this brings us to my engagement tweeting that I did throughout the last week in order to promote the song. Open your heart. Another By the Beat reference, by the way. Anytime you see the word heart show up, it's a By the Beat reference, just at any point. Open your heart to brighter and warmer days. The world will wait and nothing stays the same. The idea here is that there is a good time out there, but you have to be open to it. You have to be willing to accept it, and you have to be willing to wait for it. I saw somebody caught this too. When I did my engagement tweets, I did actually match the emojis to each member of By the Beat as well. I tried to keep a generally yellow-orange color scheme, and I had something in my mind to pair it with each person. So open your heart. I actually was originally going to do the yellow heart emoji to keep a consistently yellow color, but I figured if I did the beating heart emoji, you would know immediately that that one is you. Because in a sense, I do consider you to be a member of By the Beat in a way. I realized you aren't technically, but you know what I mean? So you were the first one. To brighter and warmer days. I thought it would be kind of cute because the full lyric is open your heart to brighter and warmer days, but in a vacuum, it's kind of like a toast, right? A toast to brighter and warmer days. So I did the clinking glass emoji, which is a reference to Zealgin Joka, because he tends the bar. He does the alcoholic beverages and the non-alcoholic beverages. He's known to do non-alcoholic beverages as well. He makes a really good mocktail. You got to try it if you haven't. The world will wait. I did a crescent moon for Sable. In his own content and in his own philosophy, he sees himself as the moon that can reflect the kindness of those around him, is my understanding of him. Part of his life philosophy is that he can give back the kindness of the bright stars that surround him. I don't know about you. I see that guy as a star in his own right, but I did the crescent moon to reference him, and then the idea that parallels to the lyric is like the world will wait. I feel like nighttime is a time of patience and a time of resting and waiting, so the moon kind of represents that. Nothing stays the same. I did falling autumn leaves for Frio. To parallel the lyric, the idea is that these leaves change in color and hue as the seasons progress, and it's also a reference to seasons changing in general. In a lot of parts of the world, you have a very wide gamut of, just what the climate will look like depending on where you are in the year. And to parallel it to Frio, part of Frio's philosophy, straight down to the way he looks, he believes that everything in life is a matter of perspective, and he really challenges himself to be open to the perspectives of others. And so he presents himself wearing a lot of red, and his hair is dyed a green adjacent color, even though he's red-green colorblind. And the idea there is that leaves, they start green and then they shift to red. they look very similar but very different, and you know, the way you feel about them is also a matter of perspective. So that's how I paralleled that one too for you. And then for the last engagement tweet, I didn't actually do a lyric. I did just kind of like the tagline description for this song. I did stars to represent myself. There wasn't anything too deep about that one. It was just meant to summarize the entire idea of the song. Yeah. Just to kind of explain that, because I know, I hope you don't mind that I've been so mysterious and secretive about it. It's been driving me crazy. I hope you know to keep it secret. I just thought this would be the best way to make you excited while also keeping it a relative surprise. I hope it didn't stress you out too much to like have this thing looming around that you didn't know exactly what it was, but you had a good feeling what it was or what it meant. Yeah. And then we get to the final end of the chorus. I know that I'll never be alone. At this part, I really wanted to extend the ending section. I made a request to Tef. I was like, hey, can you give me like this many more bars? Can you give me some more measures to work with? And he was like, oh, say less, Kaelix. I got you. And he made some delicious chords there. It was so scrumptious. And I just kind of extended that a little bit. I'll never be alone. Ever room to grow. You know, nothing stays the same. We all grow and change, and that never really stops. People will argue that, you know, you stop growing at 25. Your brain is fully developed and calcified, so there's nothing left for you to learn. But I think you continue growing. I think when you hit 50, you're still growing. I think when you hit 70, you're still learning. I think this is a life of growing and learning. And accepting that is kind of like opening yourself to the idea that, you know, there's still more out there for you to see and to experience and to, I don't know, just to know, to learn. Pressured, but I know that nothing can stop my charge into the cold. Even if there's pressure on the outside, even if people are judgmental of my lifestyle or of my mindset, of the way that I express myself, the way that I talk, the way that I sing, anything. If people are judgmental, sure, it's out there, but, you know, they can't stop me. I march to the beat of my own drum. This is my ship, and I'm the captain. And I frankly, I don't give a gaff. That stands for give a freak. Smiling because I finally found a star to follow me home. And that's a repetition of the lyric from before. Idea is that, you know, I once felt very directionless, but now I'm in a place where I know pretty much where I want to be, and I know where I want to go. And there's still stuff that I don't fully know about that. There are still things for me to discover and to learn, but yeah, all things considered, I'm pretty set as far as like how I want to live the next stretch of my life, the next several to many years. And I do have you to thank for that, so thank you again. I think that covers the references in the lyrics, right? I don't know if I missed any. I tried to do them as I thought of them, or explain what I meant with them. Ordinarily, I actually would prefer to just leave all these crumbs unexplained so that you can, you know, introspect and play Sherlock Holmes, because I know you love to do that, and I love leaving these things out for you to investigate. But because this one is a letter that I've written for you, I wanted to be absolutely sure that you would understand what I meant by it, because it's a bit corny. So I wanted to make sure you understood exactly what I wanted with it. So I decided I would explain everything. Modern day Shakespeare, you give me too much credit. But thank you for the kind words. Thank you. Beautifully written. Boo-hoo. Sobbing. Oh no, don't cry. Don't cry. I don't want you to cry. I want you to smile. Well, as long as you're crying with a smile, right? Yeah, thank you for being so patient with me. I feel like you probably had a feeling that I was working on something like this for a while, because I have been. I've been cooking, officially speaking, since April. Oh my god. It was so hard. And now I want to do it like 10 billion more times. Like, I want to start the next one. I don't know. I want to get another one going now. Yeah, thank you for being so patient with me. Thank you for being so receptive to my rage baiting and my engagement tweeting. And thank you for supporting the release. How did I manage to keep it a secret for that long? I don't know, maybe I give a different energy just by my personality, but I'm actually really good at keeping secrets. And I keep many of them for many people. Because I don't know, people just love to tell me all their secrets. I'm just that good of a listener. I don't know. People love to corner me and be like, all right, Kaelix, I'm going to tell you 10 intimate secrets that nobody can ever know. And they never know. They'll never know. I'll never tell. I'm actually really good at keeping secrets. When it's my secret, it's a little bit harder because then I'm the only one who stands to lose. But in that case, what I do rather than keeping the secret is I just subtly sneak it in at certain points. There were actually a number of streams where I hummed the melody to this song or where I said lyrics to it in totally removed context. There was a Zelda stream that I hummed it in. There was a Zelda stream kind of more recently. Multiple streams actually in a row where anytime we were going through a struggle in a video game, I'd be like, though it's easy to forget, it's not over yet. I'd say that verbatim. And that's the tackiest thing. Like, that means nothing in a vacuum. Why is he saying it? Why is he speaking in rhymes? But I was just feeling cheeky and sneaky, and I got away with it, so. Yeah, if you look back and scrub the footage, you'll find tiny references to this song over the last several months. I hummed it during the jamming session as well yesterday. I'm trying to think of other seeds that I've sown. I mentioned during a members only stream that I had an important meeting with an old friend. That was a meeting that I scheduled with Tef to work on the song and establish a clear timeline and plan for it. Just little things like that. I've been making subtle, vague, subliminal messages about this song for a long while. And you'll never find all of them. I'm trying to think of if there was something that I told you that I would tell you related to this song. Because that's something else that I'll do a lot of the time. I'll be like, ooh, there's something funny, but I can't tell you yet. You have to wait until this time. I'm trying to think of if I had anything, but I don't remember. That's the problem. I don't remember. I think I did tell you that I would tell you what that important meeting with a friend would be over, though. So, now you know. It was for this song. Sick and evil. No. Did you listen to the song? Am I sick and evil? Am I nasty? Liar. No, I'm not a liar. I hate lies. I actually really, really hate lies. I'm a truther. Through and through. Math thing? No, that was for something else. That was for something else. No encore? Well, in a technical sense, there was no actual encore. There was a spontaneous kind of encore with sunbeams, but it doesn't really count because I already did that song. Usually, the encore is actually pretty much a planned song from a number of planned songs that I have as a backup. It would have been an encore if I sang the song live, and I almost did. In fact, it was originally my plan to, but I decided that I want my first time singing it live to be when I've fully recovered my voice. I want to save it for something special. And actually, another thing to get into about this song. My main goal with this song, I guess my main goal was to convey my gratitude to everybody that has shown me so much kindness and that has given me such a warm life recently. But my secondary important goal, really, really big goal for this song, was to create something that I could sing live, specifically something that I could do at in a stadium, at a really big concert, something similar to the world tour that they're doing now. I do not know if or when that day will come for me, but that is my biggest dream in the company, is to participate in an event like that, an on-stage performance. And so my big dream is to sing this song specifically. When we were writing the song, I actually made a point, I don't know if you noticed, but I made a point to include backing vocals at certain parts. You definitely noticed. I made a point to talk about the fact that I got livers on there. Those were the parts that the other livers recorded. I wrote those parts myself specifically for you. I tried to write them in a way that was in a very, what is the word I'm looking for? A very gentle register. You know, regardless of your vocal range, you should be able to sing it in some octave, more or less. kept it pretty simple as well. So like no matter how much experience you have, you can sing along to it. So in any event where I sing it, you can sing along to it. Yeah, melodically easy is a word you could say. Yeah, just for you, just for you. Here, I can actually, let me pull up the project file for this. Let me pull up the project file. I still have it. I can give you little trinkets. I can give you little previews and whatnot. I won't be playing anybody's lines individually because I did not ask them if I could do that, but I can play all of them together, I figure. Give me one moment. Here, I'll give you little snippets and trinkets. Okay. Let's see. Let me turn this back on. This is probably going to be pretty loud at first, so let me do a volume check first before anything else. How's that? Is that too loud? Maybe a little louder. All right. Now, I think this instrumental that is in here is not actually the final instrumental. I could replace it, actually. I do have that now. At the time I was recording, the instrumental was not finalized. We were doing a lot of things for this asynchronously. Like all these things were in production at the same time. Okay, I have the final one in there now. So you can have like the legit canon edition of the song. Okay, volume should be about the same. So there were two parts, actually three parts, but one of them is a repeat of the first one. There were three parts that I wrote that I contributed to the melody and composition of the song specifically for you. They are in the first verse, the bridge, and then the post-chorus at the end. The first one sounds like this. Which was actually my very first engagement tweet on the subject of this song, but nobody realized that one was an engagement tweet. Yeah, a couple weeks back, actually, I made a tweet that was like, na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na, with a talking head emoji. That was also an engagement tweet, yeah. But nobody knew. It went that far back. How would they know? Yeah, here, I'll give you an acapella too. Wait, one more time. I think it cut. My audio has been cutting bad today. I can hear it like in the feedback of my headphones that my microphone and my speakers have been cutting, but it did it again. There we go. Oh wait, I had quite a few tracks of mine actually. For the crowd vocals, to give them a really big beefy sound, I did a combination of all the livers who recorded for it and also just myself. My own sounded like this. Which by itself doesn't really sound very good, but with the others it sounds really nice. And then just the livers was like this. And then the other one was in the bridge. Underneath, you know, when your beating heart's a wreck, it's so easy to forget. That part is where I really tried to hammer in that this is a love letter to NIJISANJI as a whole. So that part, I had to have them singing something there. This part is a little bit harder to do compared to the other one just because it's underneath vocals that are different, but you could learn this one to sing along if I ever do this live in the future. So cute. Acapella. Here, I'll do it just the livers. Hold on. I think maybe if I start it earlier, it'll stop cutting out. Yeah, here you go. Everybody's so cool. You can hear Zeal belting over everybody. You can hear Clara's really low vocals. So saucy, so awesome. You can hear Maria as well, yeah. Yeah, she has a really clear vocal. She also happened to give me 3 tracks. So she's a little bit more present in some parts. I think in the final mix, she was actually he had to turn her down. He had to turn her down because she was just too strong. She's just too powerful. She's such a strong vocalist. And then in the end, in the post-chorus, follow me home. There's a repetition 3 times of the na-na-na part. It's 1 step higher. Oh, wait, hold on. I turned on the wrong thing. Here you go. At that part, I'm singing something different. I'm just kind of riffing over it, but yeah, the actual melody there is just the same 3 times. Na 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 na. I just want to riff again. I almost did it again. Like na 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 na. It just feels nice. And then at the end, it's not really a backing vocal per se, but I also got everybody to do one of these. You can hear here. You can hear like 6 different people saying, "Yippee, let's go." You can hear Wilson also saying, "Let's go." You can hear Albin over the top like, "Yeah, woo, yay." You can hear Frio telling me happy birthday in Spanish and English. Happy birthday. Feliz cumpleaños is how he said it. Even though it didn't end up being a birthday original in the end, I don't think it matters. He's still there. You hear everybody wooing. Doppio, yeah, he's there too. Yeah, so many people were willing to record for it in the end, so it made me really, really happy. Every time I go back to listen to those parts specifically, I get really get very emotional. Yeah, feel free to use those as a reference if you'd like to learn how to sing this. Is there anything worth playing as an acapella from the vocals maybe? Here, hold on. I think I'll look into releasing the acapella as a like members only content, but I can give you a little tiny snippet as a treat. Little tiny snippet. Let's see. The belts. Oh, you want to hear like the second verse there? Like this?
You don't want to run out of time. Carbon copy life comes a dozen at a time. But we're gonna fly. You'd better aim for a higher target. Just take my hand, we're heading for the sky. Take a look, you'll find that there's a light to call.
Or I also did was it here?
It is away.
Yeah, here it is.
Fate is waiting inside to rise in a shout. Let it out.
And then there was also a belt at the very end.
Smiling cause I finally found a star to follow me home.
And we played with like 3 or 4 different ideas there. The one that Tef wanted, and I almost did it, but I just could not do it justice when I was recording, because I was recording post laryngitis, or maybe mid laryngitis. Honestly, I was fighting my throat when I was recording this. But the one that he wanted was smiling cause I finally found a star to follow me home, like a glissando up. Found a star to follow me home. With that in mind, I also considered like an arpeggio. Found a star to follow me home. That was almost what it was. And then there was another one that I considered that I suggested where it was like, found a star to follow me home. And then adjacent to that was, found a star to follow me home. Follow me home. Because with that one, I can kind of get that home, that click at the first syllable. Or not the first syllable, it's one syllable word, but at the beginning of the word. Found a star to follow me home. I almost did that one, but after trying a bunch, I settled on just the straight. Found a star to follow me home. I feel like there's power there. Feels strong, feels nice. I may do it slightly differently every time I sing it live in the future. And then I'd love to play this part. I had to have a laugh in there. I had to... Happy ever after without laughter wouldn't matter or change a thing. Never mattered or changed a thing. As long as you believe it. Now I can say these things verbatim. I've had to hold it back for so long. Yeah, happy ever after without laughter? Are you kidding me? We have to have a laugh in there. Let's see. What else is of note? Ooh, I could play the part where it shows it the first time. In context.
You speak of, thought I'd never see the day, but I found a way. Nothing ventured, nothing to gain.
I love it so much. Okay, one more, then I'll put the acapella away, because otherwise I'll just end up playing the entire thing for you. I'll do the section of the bridge where they're all singing under me. Or like behind me. It makes me so happy. This part makes me cry when I'm in the right mood.
When your beating heart's a wreck, it's so easy to forget. It's not over yet. Another day awaits and it's calling us. Try it again, we haven't seen the end.
Awesome. Shugoi. And that's all that I'll show from this, I think. Yeah, that is all I'll play for now. I hope that satisfies you, though. Isn't it so exciting when you can peel back the curtain a little bit and hear everything that went into it? Isn't it always so awesome? Yeah, I ended up going for a very minimal approach with the harmonies. And this was something that Tef agreed with. We decided that it would be better for this one if it felt almost like it was done live. And for most of the takes in this, I did actually do it in one steady sequence. It was just a matter of picking which one. Usually for recorded audio, you'd actually take a bunch of takes and splice together each individual syllable to sound perfect. You're like, all right, I'll take this syllable from this take, and this syllable from this take, and this one from this take. And that's how you get something that sounds really clean. But for this one, I did them in complete phrases. And that's what made it sound so... not sound so good. I was going to say, that's what made it so hard to record. Especially when I was in poor condition vocally. But I was really picky about it. I did the very, very best I could at the time. I refused to wait any longer. If this wasn't released this year, I would have been so devastated. I had to get it in before the end of December. I felt it in my bones. I knew it could be done. I wanted it to be done. Yeah. I think I told you at one point that I wasn't planning any original for my birthday, or rather that I think my words were, there will not be an original this year. When I said that, what I meant was for my birthday this year. Maybe for another birthday. There was still in the end an original this year, just not for my birthday. So I won. I win. Yay. Is there anything else to touch on? I will say I can't actually talk for quite as long as I would in a normal chatting stream because I just sang a bunch of songs. And also the fatigue of all of this is now sinking in now that it's finally at the finish line, you know? I'm trying to think of if there's anything I've failed to touch on. Anything you're curious about? What does the time mean? Oh, for the tweets, 11:11. I thought you'd know by now. It's a reference to By the Beat. I never really cared very much about 11 or 4 for that matter, but now 4 and 11 in specific contexts are lucky numbers of mine ever since March of this year. We are the 11th wave of NIJISANJI EN. So that's why I did 11:11. I also just think picket fence numbers look nice. I like strings of 1. I also like repetition in numbers as well. 333 is my favorite number. Yeah, anything else? Any other questions? I feel like I'm being interrogated by the police. No, I'm just kidding. Was it planned to get it released by 11/11? Yes, actually, my plan... Oh, you're not going to believe this. My plan was to announce it on my birthday. Like, announce it on the 5th and release it officially a week later on the 11th was my plan. But I just couldn't get it done in time. Because it would have been 11/11, like the date. I just couldn't make it happen. I tried so hard, but yeah. It worked out anyway, though, because traditionally speaking, you're supposed to release music on Fridays. That's what you do in the music industry. You release songs on a Friday. You don't have to, and there are people that choose not to, but generally speaking, that's just when music comes out. You do it on Fridays. So, 12/13 is a good number. No, it's 12/12. It's 12/12. It's 12/12 for me, so that means it's the official date. The date is 12/12. Don't say that to me. It's 12/12, not 12/13. It's 12/12 for me. My way is the only way. Don't say 12/13. It's different. It needs to be the same number both times. I'm just kidding. In some parts of the world, it was released on 12/13. Again, released is in air quotes because traditionally speaking, that word also refers to when a song is commercially released on streaming. And as I mentioned at the start of the stream, that'll be later on in a few weeks to a month or two. I don't know exactly how long it'll be, but when I know, you'll know. And then we can celebrate it all over again. That'd be so awesome. So it works out. Can it be played on the ukulele? You can play anything on the ukulele. You just have to figure out the chords. Unfortunately, I did not write the chord structure for this song, so that's not something I know. I may have to ask, actually. I wonder if Tef could write it out for me, and I could play it. I could give you, like, the acoustic version sometime. Oh my gosh, is it trending on Twitter? Did they assign me an age again? Like, when they did my birthday thing? I've trended on Twitter one other time, and they determined my age. They determined that I was 25 is what they decided. My Twitter designated age. I prefer to remain elusive and mysterious. Timeless and auriful. But Twitter decided that I was 25, so. Turning 12. See, that's the other funny thing. It would say either 25 or 1 because it's the first birthday that we celebrated together. So it was like he's either 1 year old or 25 because it's 2025. Because that's where it got that from. My birthday tag was HBDKD25. The 25 was for 2025 because it's an annual event. And I thought, 25 would be shorter. It's 2 digits shorter. So give them a short hashtag so they have more text to work with in the bio, or not the bio, the post description. Yeah. Will there be an instrumental version? I am planning to release the instrumental through Pia Pro as other talents have. I think that may happen around the same time as the commercial release. I don't actually know. So I can't promise a when or even that it will, but know that I plan to. I intend to. AABT, age assigned by Twitter. Yeah. If I keep up the same hashtag format and make next year's HBDKD26, do you think it'll decide that I'm 26? You are the youngest person ever. I'm 4 years old. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you for supporting the song. Thank you again to all the talents for being so nice as well. You were also a big inspiration in this. Well, I just want to go on a PR campaign where I cry every day, shed many tears, and then in order to promote the song, I can sell all of my collected tears in a number of jars. Limited release. I'm not 4, by the way, YouTube. I'm not 4 years old. That was just a joke. It's a meme reference. It's a reference to a clip from America's Got Talent where he's like, "How old are you?" "I'm 4 years old." "You're the youngest person ever." Yeah, I am grown. Don't worry. I am legally allowed to operate this channel. You want to know how old I am? I can't tell you. I won't tell you, but I'll tell you this. I'm probably, if I'm lucky, I might just get to see the 100-year movie, but I'm probably not going to, and I'm really bummed about that. That's what you get. Do you know about the 100-year movie? I get so mad when I think about that. The 100-year movie. There's this movie that they fully produced and filmed and directed and everything, and then they locked it behind sealed plate glass in a safe that will only open after 100 years. So we got like 96 more years to go, I think. I can't remember exactly how many there are or when it was sealed. So it's not going to be viewable until 2116 or something. Nobody can watch it. They haven't shared any information about the characters. We know the cast, I think, but we don't know what the characters are. They're strictly NDA'd, so they can't talk about it. They're not going to live to see this movie's release. Every time I see a baby, I'm like, you're going to live to see the 100-year movie, and I'm so jealous. Yeah, that's all you get. Limited information that'll give you a general range, I guess. If you can live to see the 100-year movie, you should not be here right now, by the way. You're too young to be here if you can live to see the 100-year movie. But I want to see it so bad. And I normally I don't know anything about the genre. I'm actually not that much of a cinephile. I love classic films. I love watching them. Just because I can't watch that one makes me want to watch it, you know? Anyway, that's off topic for today. That is off topic for today. I'm trying to think. Is there anything else to cover for the song? Any questions? Any ideas? Any impressions? How long did it take to write the song? I won't give an exact answer, but I'll say again that the demo was pitched to me a good while ago, before production actually started in April, May-ish. Yeah. Sometime before then was when it kind of started. It was like just up in the air. And then around April, I locked everything and I was like, all right, we're going to commit to this. We're going to make this happen. Pretty much since then. So April plus is the timeline you get. Most of the final progress happened in late October, early November. Memorable moment preparing the song. Thinking emoji. Funny moment. Can't think of anything particularly funny making the song. To tell you the truth, the process of making the song was really stressful. I worried a lot about whether I could communicate the ideas I had in a way that made sense and sounded good. By the end of it, it was so worth it, and I felt so proud of it and so good with it, but... Yeah. Thinking emoji. Was the arrangement all original? Absolutely. It was not made by me. I did not do the instrumental. That was all done by Tef, and he did the composition as well. Most of the melody came from him. The general direction was me bouncing off of the sound that he gave me. The outfit, I don't think I ever teased it. I knew I wanted to do like a formal outfit though, because I love formal menswear. It's something I talk about a lot. I don't think I teased it. I did design it though. Oh, I want to show you this. I can show you this. I can show you the design I made. Of course, the stylist again was not me. The stylist was Haruma-sama. They did beautiful, beautiful work making it so nice. Tailoring those threads for me. They looked so good, but I did actually give them a rough proof of concept to work with. Let me find it so I can show it to you. I'll show you the sketch I did. I did a rough sketch. Ooh. Okay. Gonna do... trying to think of how I can get this to you. Okay. I think this will cut it off a little bit, but that's fine. All right, you ready? Y'all ready for this? Okay, screenshots, pictures, screenshots. You want to see? You want to see? Never mind. I won't show you. Just kidding. I'll show you. This was the design I did. This is the sketch. And they turned it into something so beautiful. Didn't you just love it? You know you loved it. Yeah, this was... Here, I'll make it big for you so you can see it. This was the sketch I did. It looks just like me, right? Yeah, I wanted something very simple for the outfit. Something that would be just, you know, approachable, not too extravagant. I think in the future, I would love to design something that has a lot more tassels and details and accessories and stuff. I actually do love to bedazzle things, and I love the idle approach of doing that. But for the first one, I wanted to keep it classy. Just go for some classic menswear. I sketched this so many months ago. Holy moly. Yeah, gold wire glasses as well. I thought that'd be fun. Stepping away from the sunglasses for a bit. Those are just the glasses I wear in my downtime when I'm off the clock, actually. But, you know, I figured they'd match the outfit, so. Yeah, it came out really nice. Shouts out Haruma-sama as well, again, for all the hard work making such a beautiful product. Most listened song of next year. As I said, it's looking like it'll be early to mid-January is what I expect. And I actually... You know, my manager, he loves to listen in sometimes and whisper to me. And fact check me sometimes. He was like, by the way, as you mentioned, probably around that time, yeah. So yeah, as I said, probably early to mid-January. Early, middle next month. So you could start the year in style. Shouts out Mane-san as well for always showing me so much support, helping me figure out some of the details for this song, helping me prepare things for it. I'm the type where I get so lost in the details sometimes that I struggle to take steps forward. I kind of get stuck and paralyzed by decision, paralyzed by choice. So having you there to guide it a little bit was really, really helpful. Thank you so much. Okay, what else was there? Was there anything else to mention? I'm trying to think. Anything I missed? Anything of note? He just hit me with the Giga heart emoji, by the way. He loves to use the Giga emoji. It cracks me up so bad. Did any other livers get to hear the song before it released? Most of them, no. I'd like to sit on things and keep it secret for the most part. But all of Crisis heard it, actually. And all of By the Beat heard it. Yeah, all of Crisis and all of By the Beat heard it. By the Beat because, you know, they have to hear it. They have to know what it sounds like. Crisis, I just happened to be in a voice call with them. And I realized that all of them had recorded for it. All of them recorded backing vocals and really quickly and enthusiastically. And I was like, okay, do you want to hear this? And while Wilson practiced Minecraft speedrunning, I played the song. Yeah, it was a fun little moment. I feel like if I was in that position with others, I might have shown them a little as well. But like I said, I tend to I like to preserve the surprise. I like to keep the secret for the most part. I like to stay mysterious and auriful. I open your stream for 3 seconds and you're talking about me. This was the first time I mentioned you, I swear. I think. Oh wait, I mentioned you one other time when I was playing the backing vocals. I didn't play just yours. I mentioned like 6 other people though. No, I literally just mentioned you, I promise. They asked me if I played the song for anybody before it was released. And it was literally just By the Beat and Crisis. Were the only people that heard it in full before it was released. That's the funniest timing ever. It's just like when I'm making good time in my Minecraft speedrun and I make it to the fortress that will lead me to the end, and the portal is behind a wall that doesn't have a door. Crazy timing, right? Hi, Wilson. Thank you for coming. You hate me so bad. He hates me. Do you see the way he talks to me? He doesn't like me. Oh my god. I can hear it. I can hear it in his voice. He'd say, "Have a good stream, man." Anyway, what else is there? What else is there to cover about the song? I mentioned who heard it. I mentioned things about the lyrics. I mentioned the process. I covered the design for the outfit that I wore. What else is there? Think. Hardest part of making this song? 1000% recording. Normally it wouldn't be. This was a song that was tailor-made for me and for my voice. My range and my strengths were in consideration the entire time, and Tef was very, very careful to make a song that worked for me. And that is the only reason I was able to record it at all in the state that I was in. The hardest part was easily the recording because, you know, I was in very poor condition at the time. I had just been sick. Everything was rough. It was just so rough. Oh my gosh. It was terrible. Thinking emoji. Hashtags. Do you want a hashtag for this? Do people normally do that? I could come up with one, but I feel like my regular ones are okay for it, right? Did the demo stay the same from when I first heard it, or did it change during production or recording? It changed a lot. Me and Tef were a dream combo and also a nightmare combo. Like, we are a match made equally in heaven and hell as far as production for something like this goes, because you may know me as somebody that is a terrible perfectionist. I have the worst perfectionism ever. I can never be satisfied with anything, ever. I need it to be, like, best ever before I can be like, it's okay. And he's exactly like me. He's exactly the same. So the process was so meticulous. There were so many changes. Genuinely, I need you to know, the final render of the instrumental had the number 7 in it. That tells you that after we got through all the drafting and we reached what we thought was the final version, there were still 7 other versions, or I guess 6 other versions after the first final version. The final version was the 7th final version. And before that, there was like 30 non-final versions. It was such a long process because we're both so picky. Oh my god. Honestly, if all the circumstances surrounding this song weren't so stressful, if the world wasn't conspiring against us releasing it, we would have conspired against ourselves. If we had the freedom to work on the exact schedule we set up initially, it still would have taken this long. We would have just used extra time to be nitpicky again. Even now, I'm sure that he'll listen to this and be like, "Oh man, I should have done the bass line different here," or the piano could have been crisper here. I just know this man's gonna listen to it and say that, and I will too, because that's just the way we are. Show the demo. I did actually ask him if I could, or if he wanted me to, and he shared it. But then he was like, "No, nobody's gonna want to hear that." Nobody's gonna want to hear that. Maybe if he sees this and changes his mind at any point, I can show you another time. But I'd prefer to have like explicit permission from him to do something like that. A rough demo is kind of like a creator at their most vulnerable state, you know? We do. I knew you would. That's why I asked. But just like my perfectionism, he can also have my humility. I think he can be a bit humble. Maybe someday. Maybe someday. No promises, no expectations. Don't be disappointed if the day never comes. I try to be communicative in this kind of situation. It'd be uncool of me to play it after he's like, nah, I think it's better not to. Any other ideas for the song's name other than Home? I had a phase for a while where the code name was actually Starlight Path. Funny enough. But I was like, that is so corny. I need something short and sweet. And I need one of those moments where, you know, they say the lyric that, like in the lyric, they say the title inside the lyrics. And then you point at it like, oh, they said the thing. And like, other than Starlight Path, I had like 6 other titles that all had the word Starlight in it. But it just didn't feel right for this song. It is very much a song for you. And that is kind of like a nickname that I have for you, but it just didn't feel like this was the one. You know, if it's going to be Starlight, it has to be like a different, same energy, right? Same lyrical direction, but different sound. It has to have like a sweeter, gentler sound, I think. Like if it's going to be called Starlight, I need there to be a music box in there somewhere, you know, or like a Celesta. That kind of vibe. Yeah. So, that's just what I ended up with. I don't know. I honestly grappled with that more than the lyrics for a while. Choreography, that'd be really nice. I don't know exactly how it would work for this kind of song though, because this song, I feel like this kind of song is the kind where you stand at a microphone stand and sing it. Minimal choreography for that, but like this one is not a headset mic song, you know what I mean? But it could be. Maybe. No promises. I'd love to sing it on a stage. Like I said, my dream is actually to do it at in a stadium someday. If that day ever comes for me. Fingers crossed. I'll do my best. I'll do my best to work hard and to become worthy of that kind of opportunity someday. Gonna do the idol chant. Oh, you mean the one we kind of brainstormed during the like the voice stream recently? It's not an official chant, but we could. I kind of still want to workshop it. I feel like it could be better. I don't know. I feel like there's parts of it we could improve, but that would be a really good time to do it if it was ever in the stadium. Oh, you want to do it? Do you remember it? Do you need a refresher? I'll trust you. I'll trust you. 好きな動物はそしていつもOh wait, hold on. Rewind. Pause, rewind. I'll give you the full immersive experience. You can have more than that, all right? Let's do it one more time. But this time all right. 好きな動物はそしていつも俺は今日は来てくれてありがとうデボネマルでした Do you get the immersion? do you see the vision? It's kind of funny. Holy moly. It'd be so cute, right? It'd be so cute. I would cry. I would absolutely cry. Thought I was gonna sing for real. No, I can't do it today. I'm too pooped from the karaoke. I'll do it someday though. That's a promise. I don't know when, I don't know where, I don't know how, but I will sing the song live. more than releasing it as digital audio, the game plan and the primary plan for this song from the beginning, both for me and for Tef, was to make something that I could sing live. So I will sing it live. It's what I enjoy most of all. It's been a goal of mine to release more digital music like this, both originals and covers. I want to do more of both in the future. And I know that you really want to see them. I guess part of why I've been so slow on making anything like that is because I'm so much more satisfied by singing live. It's a very different labor to prepare a set list and to sing it in real time, but it means a lot to me. So while I'll give you the digital release, my main goal is actually to sing it live. So the day will absolutely 1000% come at some point, you know? That much I can pretty much promise. It will happen. That's literally what it was made for. I don't know when, but I absolutely plan to. Yeah, that's what I should say. Rather than promise, I should say I plan to. Not today, though. I almost did it today, but it just was not right. It wasn't the right timing. The vibes weren't just right. I needed a bigger blow after all this buildup. I needed it to hit harder. All right, let's cover one more thing, maybe. Is there anything else that I've neglected to touch on before I let you go? Because I'm reaching the end of my rope with my voice for today. I gotta send you off somewhere else. How's my voice? Yeah, no, I'm reaching the end of my rope. I can't talk for that much longer. I'd sit here for hours talking about it and all my goals and like all my appreciation, all my gratitude, but Egosa or general tag for covers? I think in general, that's a complicated one. Traditionally speaking, you would not put covers in the Egosa tag. And I do feel like as an EN liver that uses an Egosa tag, it's part of my responsibility to adequately represent the culture. Generally speaking, the general tag is fine for that. Yeah. Why were the earrings removed? Just because in a formal setting, you don't wear them. I almost requested a stud, but I was like, nah. It'd be more formal if there wasn't one. Yeah. I say earrings, but I only wear one earring, actually. I don't know if you can see, but my other ear is not actually pierced. Yeah, I only have one piercing. And only one hole, too. It's kind of misleading. From the front, it kind of looks like I have two, but it's actually like this really cool thing of stars that holds it up in the back. Yeah. Let's see. I know I said one more, but like anything else? Anything else? Another time to talk about it more in depth? I don't know. I feel like we've covered pretty much everything about the song. I think. I went over the lyrics line by line earlier. Went over the plans for it and the process this whole time. Thinking emoji. Yeah, I don't know if there will be another day. Genre inspo. I knew that I wanted kind of like I love funk. I love upbeat funk regardless of the actual genre. That could be disco funk. It could be new disco. It could be like an upbeat jazzy song that's got a funk origin to it. In this case, it was kind of like funk influenced J-rock was the approach. It's kind of J-rock, but it's honestly more like J-pop than J-rock. And even though it's J-rock, J-pop, it's in English, which is really funny, right? But the influence there is more about the sound of the instrumental rather than the lyrics actually being a language. That's something that I feel very strongly about. I think that... I don't know. I think more than just being a language, a genre is defined by the sound. I don't think a pop song that is written in Japanese lyrics is necessarily only J-pop. Likewise, I don't think a song that is written in a very J-pop typical style in English is not J-pop. Yeah, I'd call it J-pop rock with a funk subcategory, like a sub influence is what I call it. Japanese version, I actually thought about it. I thought about doing it as a double release, but I just was not going to work out. But no promises, no plans. no, not even any suggestions. I can't say one way or the other, but I will say for now that it is something that I've thought about, because I do think, you know, because it was written with so much inspiration from J-pop and J-rock, it would sound so good in Japanese. The lyrics would flow so nicely with the melody, so it is something that I've thought about. That's all I'll say. I can't promise it. I can't guarantee it. I got to be realistic. Yeah, that is something I've considered. Oh my gosh. Tef is here, and his name is Green. Why are you green? Hi. Thank you for writing such a beautiful song. Oh my gosh. Where? He's here. Oh my god, wait. Tef, you remember when I asked if you wanted to show any early versions of the song? And you were like, I could show them this demo, but nobody would want to hear that. They actually really want to hear it, and we're very disappointed. Would you be comfortable with them hearing it? Because it seemed like you were like, oh yeah, that's cool, but then you were like, no, they don't want to hear this. Rather than, I don't want them to hear this, is what I thought. No pressure. No pressure. You did not have to say yes. Oh my gosh. Because I could still play it. It's not too late. This is like the one time it makes sense to do it. Let me send it over. It's so short, but it can be cool. Hey, I was talking about how they were asking how long it took, and I mentioned that it took a really long time because you kind of match my freak in that we're both perfectionists that can never be satisfied with an ending. And I shared with them, I hope you don't mind, I hope this isn't embarrassing for you or anything. I shared with them that the final render of the instrumental had the number 7 in it because there were 6 other final versions preceded by a big number of non-final versions. So I think for them to hear the earliest demo of this from before it progressed, I feel like it'd be kind of like a full circle moment. But no pressure. You don't actually have to. Yeah, they are very supportive, I promise. Absolutely embarrassing. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't mean to embarrass you. I think it's normal though. I think that's exactly how it goes. Like if it's not the producer, it's the mixer that will do that. Like, all right, here's final version 7 _ real edition _ for real this time. Okay, I have it. I have the demo. Are you ready? Let me pull it up here so you can hear it. Final version, he says, here is final version 0 in my DMs. All right. Something cute about his demos is that he actually writes vocal lines with a little synth. So you can kind of hear what was supposed to be my voice before it was my voice. All right, you ready? Isn't it so cute? Isn't it just the cutest thing ever? I fell in love with it the moment I heard it. I had to have it. I had to see it to the end. Oh, it's muted. Did you not hear that? Oh, no audio. Wait, hold on. Oh, I did my output wrong. Hold on. Let's see. By chance, can you hear this? Did you hear that? Did you hear that one? The BGM is not in the room with us. I forgot that I put Discord on a different track compared to... Okay, hold on. I know how to do this now. I'm just gonna do... Here's what I can do. I can download it. Sorry, I do audio routing so that I can put everything separately, and I do not have the brain to keep up with all that. All right, you ready for now? Just staring at you in silence. That's what you get instead. Yeah, no, the earliest demo was actually no demo at all. Final version -1. Okay, here you go. Wait, you still can't hear it, can you? Why can't you hear that? Oh, I did line in instead of system. Okay, now you can hear it for real. Isn't it the cutest thing you've ever heard? Sorry it took me so long to figure that out. I was pressing the wrong button. It's a very complicated system, separating audio into different channels in real time. But yeah, that was the demo he sent to me before we actually started production. I was like, hey, I feel like you could do this. I can hear you on this. And I was like, I can hear me on this. Please walk with me. Yeah, so cute, right? And I feel like you may be drawn specifically to the top line there, to the but I really want to highlight just how different the arrangement is. This man labored, this man bled for that instrumental to sound beautiful. The texture of like all the instruments and the way they're played and everything, it's so different in the final version _7. Yeah, thank you again. Thank you so much for all your hard work. It made me so happy, and I was so honored to bring this to the end with you. Thank you again. That meant so much to me. Everybody say thank you, Tav. Like it's kindergarten. Everybody say thank you, Tav. I feel like a kindergarten teacher right now. The song would not exist without this man. He did so good. He worked so hard, and he refused to give up at a time when many people would. So it meant a lot to me. Thank you again. Thank you one more time. Okay, I think that covers pretty much everything there is to talk about with this song. I've covered... I am a Debo. Are you a Debonair? Yeah, thank you again. Thank you again. Oh my gosh, where? He's a Debo. Where? Okay, well, I'm a Tef stan, so what now? I'm Tef stan #1. I'm your #1 fan. Yeah, I think that covers everything we talked about. We talked about gratitude. We extended thanks to everybody on the team. We talked about the lyrical intention. We covered the game plan, the process, even shared a demo, played a couple of stems here and there. I feel like I've covered everything there is to say, and now I can stop being loud and annoying about it. Yeah, thank you again for supporting me in general. Thank you again for supporting the karaoke stream, and thank you once more for supporting the song release. As I mentioned, the commercial release will probably be early to middle January, ballpark. No promises, but that's like the expectation value, you know. I'll let you know when it does drop. Likewise, if I can get it released for the instrumental, I'll let you know about that as well if you're interested in listening to that. This man worked very hard to make it nice and beautiful. So you gotta appreciate each and every little speck of it. So yes, I hope that you can enjoy it when the time comes. And for now, I hope you can enjoy the beautiful music video made by the legendary Viclalian. Shouts out Viclalian again. Might as well shout out Haruma-sama and Marku for the mix and the art. Not in that order, reverse order. Shouts out NIJISANJI EN for recording backing vocals for me. Made me so happy. Where? Okay, I will let you go now. Is there anything else to mention? I do not have the schedule for next week yet, so I can't show you anything for next week. And I don't actually know what I'm gonna do Sunday. I think I have a collab scheduled for Monday. I'll tell you more about that when the time comes. But tomorrow, Saturday, I do have a really cool collab over on the main channel, NIJISANJI EN's official channel over here on YouTube. I will be participating in an event called Mix and Match. I still have no idea what's going to happen for that. I know the general concept, but I've got no clue about like what the activities actually are, what they're going to have me do when I'm there. I'll be appearing remotely for this one. I understand that some of the other talents are going to be there in person. Yeah, I will be appearing from home, which is always a privilege. I love appearing from home. It's so convenient. Yeah, I saw people were like, "Oh my God, he's in Japan." No, I'm in Kokiri Village, babes. I have not left my house. Except to go on a little walk in the snow. I won't be doing that anytime soon. It is so cold lately. Home. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Home mentioned. Like that one guy pointing. Yeah, I'll be appearing remotely for that. Not knowing is what makes it fun. Okay, so here comes Big S, Mr. Sable. He is actually co-hosting this event. He's co-hosting this event, so I understand he probably knows a lot more about it than I do. I have no idea what they've been cooking. Yeah, he and Petra will be hosting it. My senpai Kohai Petra, who debuted before and after me. S stands for sweet. No, you know exactly what it stands for. It stands for a number of things. I would also count sicko among the others, but there's one big word that starts with S. That's you. But I digress. I'll spare your psychological dressing down for another day. There was so much alliteration just now. Dressing down for another day. Ooh. Super kind and loving. Yeah, I'd say that, but that's not the big thing. I'm giving you an out. I'm letting you walk away from this. You don't have to you don't have to press for it because I'll say it. But yeah, tomorrow I'll be over on the main channel. I'll be over on the main channel participating in a cool event, so please go support it. Please cheer for your Sable as well. He's representing By the Beat as the co-host for the event, so that's a really big deal, and I'm so proud of him and so excited to see just what he's going to subject me to alongside Petra. What else is there to promote? Clingy voice packs just dropped. They're available till the last week of this month, so you got a few more weeks to purchase them if you're interested in listening. This time I did English and Japanese, and I also did an EX version for both. My general concept was like a sick story. I get sick. It's winter, so I caught a cold. I caught a nasty bug. I have a bit of a track record for getting sick pretty much every winter on a yearly basis, sometimes multiple times within a single winter. I prioritize my health. I do my best to exercise and have a good diet, but I got such a weak constitution. I'm always getting sick in the winter. So classically, I fall ill. That's the scenario. The EX concept is when I've gotten better, just kind of like recounting the events prior. There is a preview, 2 previews actually, available on Twitter, English and Japanese for the main voice. Feel free to listen to it. I'm still learning Japanese. I'm really weak. My pronunciation is kind of okay as far as consonants go, but my vowels are off, and that I don't know pitch accent at all. I do not know pitch accent. So like if you tried to tell me ame and ame, I know that one of them is candy and one of them is rain. I think it's candy then rain in that order, but I don't actually know the difference. And there are things like that for basically every word ever in Japanese that I just don't know. That's one of those things you have to just learn through experience. So my hope is that by speaking Japanese more, by recording voice packs like these in Japanese, I'll be able to improve over time. So I hope you can enjoy it. But yeah, just a disclaimer, it might be a little hard to understand if you are a Japanese speaker. My accent is probably not the best for that kind of listening, but I did my very best. I worked really hard on it, so I hope you can enjoy it if you're interested. I think all of By the Beat participated in this one as well. So if you're interested in bulk grabbing, feel free to check theirs out as well. They work very, very hard, do really, really good quality stuff as well. Do support them too. I think we got English and Japanese versions across the board for this one, for By the Beat. We got full attendance, full score, and EX, I think, for all 4 of us, right? You don't normally see that. There's usually one of us, at least, that didn't participate, and it's usually me, because I skip most of them. I have to have a very specific vision if I want to do it. I have to, like, read the theme, and I'm like, okay, I know what I want to do before I sign up. Releasing the wallpaper. I actually do want to. I've thought about doing it as a members thing because I know that a lot of people do that, but I don't know yet. I still want to think about it. I'll make a decision and let you know before the end of the month, probably. No promises, again. I want to look into that and ask some other livers how they do it and figure out what the best approach is. But yeah, I do have the full unwatermarked version that I might just share with you. Courtesy of Kyle Home, Epic Illustrator. Do show them some love as well. Is there anything else to promote? Anything else to talk about? Stream home. That's all. Bye. No, but once again, thank you so much for your support. It's meant so much to hang out all this time, and it's really been such a short time, even though it feels like it's been so long. So I look forward to making many, many, many more memories together, and hopefully singing many, many, many more songs as well. In the meantime, I will be sending you to, let's see, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Who's live that you can go to. I'm going to send you to... Give me 1 sec. 1 sec. I don't know what's gotten into me. I'm talking so funny. Okay. I'm gonna send you to Uki Violetta, who was here earlier cheering me on as I was singing their epic song, Stream Children of the Stars. They're playing Pokemon Legends Z to A, right? Is that what it was? Pokemon Legends Z to A? Yeah. Oh, they're doing the DLC. So, spoiler warning for Pokemon Legends Z to A post-game and DLC. I'm not there yet, so I will not be watching. I'll just be popping in and saying hello with my eyes closed so that I don't see it, because I'm still playing that game. I need to schedule another stream so we can progress. But yeah, do send some love to Uki as well. Send some love Uki's way. They're so awesome. Very comforting stream vibes. If you want to chill, relaxing energy to decompress after all the high energy we've had today on my 2 streams and 1 premiere. Feel free to kick back and relax with Uki. No pressure though if you don't want to participate in the redirect. Either way, whether you participate or not, I do hope that you can get some good rest. I hope that you can have a delicious meal very soon, something tasty, something warm. Ideally, get some warm food, something nice, cooked all the way through. I don't want any cold or medium rare for the next one, all right? Get something nice and hot. Hot even. Yeah, not just warm, hot. I want it hot. And stay safe, all right? Take care of yourself while we're apart. Take care of yourself till I see you again, all right? Thank you for believing in me. Thank you for believing in me. See, I stutter when I get nervous, like I mentioned earlier. Yeah, thank you again for believing in me. Thank you for always rooting for me. I will continue to do my best. 応援してくれてありがとう。これからも頑張ります。じゃあ、またね。I'll see you later. Till next time. Bye bye.